Before the video starts, I'm hosting a Discord Nitro giveaway in my community Discord right now in celebration of Christmas. It's completely free to enter as well. All you have to do is join my Discord using the link in the description or the top of the comments. Verify yourself and then head over to the giveaways channel where you can react to the message to enter. Good luck, my friends. I hope you win. Have you ever stumbled across something you've never seen before while playing Raft? Perhaps a help sign or a small shipwreck with a captain's hat inside of it? Well, you're in the right place because today I'll go through every rare island in Raft in order to try and uncover their secrets. And most importantly, tell you how rare they really are. So let's start at the very bottom with how the Raft world actually generates. It's quite unique in the fact that the land is actually a rare sight and generally it's just an infinite ocean simulator until the game finally decides to spawn an island in your path. In Raft, there are 3 different biomes, and each island which spawns will have a biome attribute applied to it. So, for example, those super small tropical looking islands which you're bored of bumping into every 5 minutes on your journey, well, they're a part of the tropical biome. And as are the super huge tropical islands, which often hold the screechers, caves, and so on. And although 2 of the rare islands we'll be speaking about actually fall into the tropical biome category, I want to cover the other 2 pretty notable biomes as well, just beforehand. So first off, the Evergreen, which was first introduced into chapter 1, and as you probably already know, Balboa is actually inside of this biome. Tall, skinny trees, also known as pine and birch trees, bees absolutely everywhere, and oftentimes a random bear will probably just jump scare you out of nowhere. And of course, last but not least, the Desert Biome. This one was actually only added in chapter 2 and came with the introduction of, you guessed it, Caravan Town. There are, I believe, 3 smaller desert islands which you can run into, and most of them just have the generic Caravan Town loot pool, which consists of food, scraps, nothing too special. However, a cool quirk of the Desert Biome is the fact that actual pufferfish can spawn in the ocean surrounding them. Oh, and don't forget the mud hogs and the bees. Yeah, you might want to look out for them. But that's enough of the different biomes on offer. We're here to talk about the not so likely islands to bump into, also known as the rare tropical islands. So far in Raft there are 2 of these rare islands, both with their own unique quirks. But before I go over the first one, let me tell you that the chances of finding these islands isn't easy. First off, it needs to be a tropical island, which fair enough, it is most of the time depending on where you are in the world. But then it's only a 2% chance for it to spawn one of these rare islands. And obviously since there are already 2 of these rare islands, it's not always guaranteed you get the one you're looking for. Hence why there are often players with hundreds of hours yet to find both of them. So first off is the Shipwreck Island. Very infamous for that standout help banner held down with rocks, but that's not all it has to offer. In the shallow coral reefs you can find an actual half-sunken ship, and it's nowhere near the size of Azakatan, obviously. In fact, it's probably 1/50th of the size. However, the loot is very special. It's not just a regular loot pool. It has a one-of-a-kind captain's hat on offer, which was clearly previously owned by whoever owned this ship before it sank. However, my question is, did the captain actually die? Like, surely not, right? Because the water is pretty damn shallow around the boat and the hat seems to be pretty calmly placed down. Perhaps the captain's still out there somewhere and we might bump into him in the future. Either way, once you visit the abandoned Shipwreck Island, you'll also receive the achievement, quote, "Oh Captain, my Captain," unquote, to properly commemorate the experience. I gotta admit, this is my favorite rare island, but the next one is also very cool as it has an actual plane. As you probably guessed, it's called Plane Crash Island. Very creative, thank you Redby. And anyways, it has a similar loot pool to the Shipwreck Island. Once again, once you board the island, you'll be greeted with the, quote, "not a great landing," unquote, achievement. Also, did I mention that the scrap on offer at both of these islands is actually exponentially more than most of the regular islands? For example, on the Shipwreck Island, you can get up to 64 scrap from the ship and surrounding areas, which in comparison to the average of any normal small tropical island is about 40 more. Anyways, back to the Plane Crash Island. I've actually never found it personally, and I have over 100 hours in the game, so hopefully it's not too long until I can get my hands on the special item on offer on this island, the infamous pilot's helmet. Yes, it is kind of similar to the Shipwreck Island, but it's different and it actually looks very, very cool. I know what you might be thinking though. What if I'm playing with friends? Can we only get one between us? Will we have to share? Well, not exactly. Obviously, every time you find these islands again, the hats can be found once again as they'll just respawn completely. However, good luck finding it twice. I think that might take you a while. But for example, in my floating lone world, I actually have 2 captain's hats. It's a pretty nice flex, and I'm sure some of you probably have 10 of each of these hats. But although this is where it ends for the rare islands for now, it's almost already confirmed that in chapter 3 we aren't just going to get 2 or 3 new story islands, we're also going to get a whole bunch of new standard islands. So new regular tropical islands, and quite likely 1 or 2 new rare ones as well. A lot of people seem to forget about this. They think Red Beat are only working on the storyline. But let me pose this question to you. What if those tribal buildings we saw the other day aren't a big part of chapter 3 and are instead actually featured in a couple of brand new rare islands? Honestly, probably not very likely, because I have a feeling that those tribal buildings will be a part of the 3rd island for chapter 3. They're just far too big, substantial, and most importantly, not one bit destroyed or damaged to be a part of a rare island. Either way, I'm very excited to see what they hold for us. Anyways, although Raft is primarily a storyline game where you're meant to follow this path of saving the planet and discovering old mysteries and secrets, these rare occurrences are what make the entire journey intriguing. For me at least. I love random things happening to break up the monotonous cycle of just traveling from island to island, and I do hope that in the future Red Beat don't hold back from releasing more random occurrences. Perhaps random sea animals that attack you. No, I'm not talking about Bruce, he's just annoying. Get him out of here. Anyways, that's enough of me ranting. Have you guys discovered both of the rare islands? If you've got both the hats to show for it, then let me know in the comments down below. I want to see who the lucky ones are. Also, those aren't the only rare and hard to find things in Raft, but that's a topic for another video. So for now guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.